Hello everyone, we meet again in the engineering geology course. Today we will be still continuing on discussing on rock weathering. Chemical weathering. In the chemical weathering, the product of weathering is different from the parent rock as it undergoes chemical changes. The changes that can happen such as carbonation, solution as in limestone, hydration, oxidation, hydrolysis, reduction. Chemical weathering. The atmosphere contains oxygen, nitrogen, and other inert gases, and the groundwater that flows among decaying vegetation will contain many reactive chemical substances. The rock minerals might be changes to other substances. This is known as chemical weathering. For example, the mineral orthoclase present in rocks becomes kaolinite by carbonation. Igneous rocks are more susceptible to chemical weathering than sedimentary rock, as sedimentary rocks are produced from weathered products of igneous rock. Spheroidal weathering, a form of chemical weathering in which concentric of or spherical shells of decayed rock are successively loosened and separated from block of rock by water penetrating the bonding joints or other fractures and attracting the block from outside. Oxidation weathering. Oxidation is the reaction of rock minerals with oxygen, thus changing the mineral composition of the rock. When minerals in rock oxidize, they become less resistant to weathering. Iron, a commonly known mineral, become red or rust color when oxidized. Hydration weathering. Hydration is absorption of water into the mineral structures. A good example of hydration is the absorption of water by anhydrite, resulting in the formation of gypsum. Hydration expands volume and also result in rock deformation. Transport of products of weathering. The weathered products can remain in place or transported by water or wind. If they remain in place, they become residual soil. If they are transported, they may become sedimentary rock or alluvial soil. The agents that transport this mineral material are mainly water in form of stream of rivers, wind that blows soil from one place to the other, especially in dry areas, glaciers in polar regions, the regoliths, the mantle of unconsolidated material above bedrock consisting of residual material that remain in place where it has weathered. Material transported by gravity or water, river, lakes, sea, etc. and wind. Groundwater on igneous rocks. Surface water and groundwater can have two impacts on rock. It can react chemically with minerals and form new substances. It can dissolve other soluble substances like calcium carbonate in the rock or the soluble constituents of the newly formed chemical and take this away. Underground water from hot spring can also cause hydrothermal reaction in fault zones. It can fill the broken points in faults and faults of rocks with chemical deposits or remove minerals from the rock. Groundwater on igneous rocks. First, limestone, dolomites, clastic rocks. Groundwater on metamorphic rocks. The chemical weathering on metamorphic rocks will depend on their mineral content. For example, quartz is quite stable. Marble can be subjected to solution. Skids usually get converted to clay. Formation of laterites. Laterites is a result of leaching away of mineral from igneous rock like granite by groundwater rich in chemical obtained from high growth of vegetation that the rock are converted to laterites. These are found extensively in the west coast of India and some in Orissa where the rainfall is high. Formation of expansive soils. Black cotton soils. It is a chemical action that produces black cotton soils. This is a product of igneous rocks like granite. Transport of products of weathering. The layer of unconsolidated rocky material covering bedrock. Below are the classification of regolith. Factors that affect weathering: rock type and structure, slope, climate, human, and duration. Soil formation. In general, soil is the result of weathering. Soil contains various organic material from animals and plants, which will be mixed with minerals. Soil horizon is a layer generally parallel to the soil crust, whose physical characteristics are different from layers to layers. Each layer represents different weathering level. Organic materials, topsoil, subsoil, weathered or decomposed rock, and solid rock. Soil formation: horizon O, horizon A, horizon B, horizon C, and horizon R. Well, that is all for this session. So, that is all for the course of engineering geology. Thank you for listening on my lecture.